Oh, ow. Hello and welcome to my new YouTube video. So this is another Christmas video, and actually it's a Christmas collaboration. Now, on social media a couple of days ago, I decided to ask people on all of my social media accounts if they could take 5 minutes out of their day to just answer a few questions. Little did they know, I did say it was going to be for a project that I was working on, but I don't think I said it was for a Christmas collaboration video. So I have made notes on these people, and I also made notes of the answers that they gave me to the 10 questions. Now, I had 10 people that luckily messaged me from a variety of different social media apps with their answers, and these 10 people I don't think know each other, but I thought it was quite funny because I had 3 people from Facebook, 2 people from Twitter, 3 people from Instagram, and 2 people from Snapchat. So, without further ado, I'm going to introduce all 10 of the people and sort of tell you how I know them, or actually if I don't know them, because there's a few people on here I don't actually know. So, we'll start with the 3 people from Facebook. So, number 1 is Charmin Hock. Now, I don't know where I met her. I think it might have been Air Cadets. But I feel like I've definitely seen her, I've definitely met her, I've definitely spoken to her. It must have been Air Cadets, because I don't know anywhere else that I would have met her. I don't think there's, yes. Nicole Georgiou. Now, she was actually in my year at school, so we went to school at the same time together. She was in a different house to me, so we literally had no classes together. We didn't really speak, we weren't enemies, we just never came into contact with each other. But more recently, I've been messaging her on Facebook, and she is happily with her boyfriend now, so that's lovely to see. And last but not least from Facebook is Parissa. Now, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce her surname. Let me actually just have a look. It is Parissa Sonigra. Oh, that's not difficult. I thought it was more difficult than that. She is one of the friends of one of my flatmates. So one of my flatmates, Ben, invited her over for a pre-drinks party. She's very, very funny. She's very, very entertaining. And I just thought, just for that reason, I would just like to just have her as part of my competition. So, if I move on to the 2 people from Twitter, so I had Nicholas and I had Rocky. Now, Nicholas McCluskey, I think is his surname. He is a content creator on YouTube. And Rocky, her real name is, I think it's Raquel Waters. Not sure where the Rocky comes from. It's probably because, like, I don't know, something to do with thing. But yeah, Raquel Waters, or Rocky, is the other girl from Twitter, and I don't actually know her. I think she's from America. I just happen to follow her because she has quite interesting makeup looks, and I just sort of, she was one of the first people that messaged me about answering questions, so that's why she's also involved. And then moving on to my 3 people from Instagram. So the first is Miss Night Sun. Now, her real name is Tia, and I actually met her on a different social media app, so she sort of obviously saw my message on there and messaged me on Instagram, so that's how she's taken part. A guy called Jake, I don't know what his surname is, again I have to just double check this. Jake Craig? So he's a photographer, I think he's originally from Leicester, and again he's just one of those people, one of those creatives that I've not actually met, but we speak sort of on Instagram, so again, he was one of the people that replied to my story, so I thought I'd get him involved. And Pihu, not sure what her surname is either, but we don't, again, know each other. She just happens to be one of the people that messaged me on Instagram. And then the last 2 on Snapchat, so we have Catherine. So Catherine Erkin, I think that's her surname. Catherine Erkin, so that's her name. But yeah, she is originally from Estonia, and she also studies at the same university as me, but she is the year below. I think she does media and international relations. So I don't think she's in any of my media because I do practical media, but she still does media. And then the other girl is Libby Wrench. Now again, she's the other girl that's in my year of university. I think actually Catherine and Libby know each other, but I think they're the only 2 people that know each other out of my whole list. But again, yeah, I thought she was one of the ones to message me. It took about 5 minutes to actually reply, but I thought she would be the final person to make up my 10. So they are the 10 people, and I would put the little leaderboard or the little like collage that I made at the top to just sort of go, yo, these are the 10 people, and I put the little logo from which app they are sort of represented. In terms of what I did for this competition, and I'm actually going to do the part with the final 4 tonight, so that's going to be very, very exciting for me. So round 1 was this or that. So in terms of that, I just gave them 5 options of do you prefer this or do you prefer that? And the way I gave them points is I sort of bolded beforehand. Before I asked anyone any questions, I sort of said, right, if I personally was to pick this or this, I would pick this. And then when I asked those questions to the 10 people, if they picked the same answer I picked, they got 10 points. If they didn't, they just didn't get 10 points for that one. And the maximum for this round was obviously 50. So the 5 questions were, would you rather have Christmas tree tinsel for hair or fingernails that light up like Christmas lights? Would you rather be friends with Frosty the Snowman or Rudolph the Reindeer? Would you rather write a 5-paragraph essay about Christmas or fully solve a page of Christmas-themed problems? Have lots of small presents or one big present, and be one of Santa's elves or be one of Santa's reindeer? So, just based on that first round, we actually lost 4 people from the competition. So I decided that from that, the 6 people that got the highest scores would go through and the bottom 4 would go home. So, well, actually, let me tell you what my answers were, and then hopefully these people can work their scores out as we're going along. So, personally, would I prefer Christmas tree tinsel for hair or fingernails that light up like Christmas lights? I chose fingernails. Frosty the Snowman or Rudolph as a friend, I chose Rudolph. A 5-paragraph essay about Christmas or fully solving a page of the Christmas-themed problems, I said solving the page of the problems. Lots of small presents or one big present, I said lots of small presents. And when I said elves or Santa's reindeer, again I said elves. So they were my 5 answers, and obviously no one got 4 marks in that. I feel like this is a test. It was literally just for a bit of banter, just for a bit of fun. That's why I'm literally calling this like a random Christmas challenge or random Christmas questions with my followers or something. Just based on that, Rocky or Rockwell actually only got 2 questions right. So she came 10th. Miss Nightson or Tia, Charmin and Nicole only got 3 questions right each, which to be fair, is over halfway. So well done to all 3 of you. But again, all 3 of them missed up on 2 lots of points. So then we had 6 left. So all 6 of our final contestants got 4 questions right out of the 5. But obviously, if I was to put it in alphabetical order, Jake was at the top, and then Kathleen, then Libby, then Nicholas, and then Parissa, and then Pihu. That was all for round 1. And yeah, I just thought, just before we do move on to round 2, I'm going to just talk about the answers from the questions of the people that went out as well. So in round 2, I asked another 5 questions. So I asked, number 1, hit me with your best chat-up line. Number 2, the best compliment you've ever got. Number 3, what is your dream job? Number 4, tell me your best joke. And number 5, if we were to go on a date, where would you take me? If I start with Rocky, so who was right at the end, so she doesn't really have a good pick-up line, it doesn't make somebody sound like a player. Her best compliment is that somebody appreciated that she would do anything for them. In terms of a job that she'd like to go into, she'd like to have her own makeup line. Her joke is PG, hence why this video is not for kids. Cum is just bonus children. I can't believe I even said that. And in terms of going on a date, she said go-karting because it's a competitive sport. So our person at 9th, so Miss Nightson or Tia, her chat-up line, again, she admitted that she didn't really have any chat-up lines. So her chat-up line was, hey, do you come here often? So it's not a nice sort of conversation opener. The nicest compliment she's received, a student told her that his favourite singing voice in the whole school was her. The job she'd like to go into is a full-time opera singer, which is an interesting job to go into. Her joke, so this is a bit of a long one, but I did find it quite funny. So it's Halloween, and a kid with a speech impediment is dressed like a pirate. He knocks on a lady's door and says, "Bick or beat." The lady thinks she's being pranked, so she doesn't answer the door. The boy is persistent, knocks again angrily, crying out, "Bick or beat." Finally, the lady answers the door, and she's handing out the candy. She says, "Oh, so you are a pirate? Where are your buccaneers?" The little boy grabs his ears and goes, "Here are my bucking ears, lady, can't you see?" So, yeah, quite funny. It's not really rude, it's just, I don't know, I think it's quite funny. And then number 5, the date. So she would go and get food, do something fun and competitive, and also something to get to know someone else, like bowling, mini golf, or laser tag. Now, little does she know, I actually love bowling, I love mini golf, and I've played laser tag about 6 times. So that would have been the perfect answer. I think that would have got maximum points, but unfortunately, she's already out of competition. At 8th and at 7th, we had 2 of my Facebook girls. So at 8th place, we had Charmin, and she said that she's terrible at chat-up lines. So how about, you're so gorgeous, you made me forget my good chat-up line, or pick-up lines. Again, that was quite funny. The nicest quote she's received, the fact that she had a beautiful soul. In terms of jobs, she wants to run her own non-government organisation, charity, similar to UNICEF. In terms of jokes, she was going to tell a time travel joke, but you guys didn't like it. I think that's like a nice play on words. Because it's time travel, she's admitted that I don't like the joke before I've even heard the joke. And then in terms of a date, she'd go to Winter Wonderland, play lots of games, drink a lot, and have a merry, cute time. Now again, I love Winter Wonderland. That would have been a fantastic answer, but again, if she would have got all of the questions right in round 1, she would have easily got to round 3. And obviously Nicole at 7th, so in terms of her chat-up line, do you believe in love at first sight, or should I walk past it again? That's quite funny. Her compliment was that she has a beautiful soul as well. So Charmin and Nicole, I feel like you both got beautiful souls. There's obviously some sort of like good karma going on here, gave you both the same answer. In terms of a job, Nicole said she'd like to be famous, but by doing something life-changing. In terms of jokes, she doesn't tell jokes, she's just a natural born banter. Again, very funny answer. In terms of date, good old cinema. In terms of round 2 then, so we had 6 people left. We had Jake, we had Kathleen, we had Libby, we had Nicholas, we had Parisa, and we had Pihu. So like I said, in this round, the 5 questions were as follows. Best chat-up line, best compliment, dream job, best joke, and if we were to go on a date, where would you take me? I made a little scoreboard here with all 5 of the categories, each person's name. If they gave me an answer, then it was eligible for points. If they didn't give an answer, or if they just said I have no idea, then X in the box and they don't get any points for that round. So it did get quite interesting at this point, and like I said, this is just a random competition. I'm just one of those people that I love names, I love words, I love numbers, and I literally just wanted to have fun, basically. In terms of chat-up lines, there were only 3 chat-up lines. So Catherine, her chat-up line was, wait, let me find it. Are you my phone charger? Because without you, I would die. I like that one. Libby's one was, your feet must be aching because you've been running through my mind all day. And Nicholas's one was, do you like sales? Because if you're looking for a good one, clothing is 100% off at my place. So out of the 6 people we had left, they were the 3 quotes that we had. I think all 3 of them were just as funny as each other. But yeah, that was for the chat up. In terms of the compliments, there was no answer from Parisa and there was no answer from Jake. But from everybody else, we had beautiful eyes, beautiful, wonderful. Libby said eyes like the ocean, and Nicholas said someone said to him it looked like he'd lost weight and that he was happy. So I thought that was quite cute. In terms of the job, Parisa said something to do with engineering. Pihu said wedding planner. Libby wanted to be a cancer research scientist. Kathleen wanted to be a singer. Jake wants to do photography, YouTube, and eventually have a clothing line. And then Nicholas wants to be a full-time content creator. So a wide range of jobs there, and at least everybody answered that question. So well done to all 6 of you for answering that question. In terms of jokes, again, only 3 people had a joke. It was Libby, Nicholas, and Kathleen again. So Nicholas's joke was, why did the chicken cross the road? To buy his mum back from KFC. Catherine's joke, well, she never joked, she just put, I suck at jokes. So I liked the fact that she was at least truthful about it. And Libby's joke was, I bought some shoes from my dealer. I don't know what he laced them with, but I've been tripping all day. Again, quite funny. Don't think I've heard them before. But yeah, they were the 3 jokes out of the 6. Well, to be fair, only Libby and Nicholas gave me a joke. Catherine's was just the fact that she can't do jokes, but at least she gave me an answer. And final question, so in terms of going on a date, so Parisa said Caribbean, Pihu said rooftop with a candlelit dinner with looking at the stars and the moon, which again I thought was quite cute. Jake said cinema, Kathleen said sushi and spoons, Libby said Bunk, which is a restaurant that serves food and cocktails, and then something like Crazy Golf. And Nicholas said dinner and then a nice walk down the Thames. And again, I feel like everyone actually answered that question. So yeah, again, a wide range of variety of answers for that, and 6 potential date ideas for the next time I go on a date with Ella. So cheers for that, guys. Okay, well, I just lost my notes. Hang on, one sec. And what I did again, I created a little leaderboard. So in this round, I gave 50 points to the best answer under each category, 40 points to second place, 30 points to third, 20 points to fourth, 10 points to fifth, and obviously one person, or at least one person, didn't get a score in a round. So I obviously gave points to people. So in terms of chat up, I gave 50 points to Nicholas. His chat up line was the best for me. All the way through, Livy second, Catherine third, Pihu fourth, and obviously neither Parissa or Jake gave me a chat up line, so obviously both of them received no points. In terms of compliment, I think Livy's one was the best. The fact that someone said that her eyes looked like oceans, I gave her 50 points in that round. Pihu's beautiful eyes, I gave 40. Nicholas, the fact that it looked like he'd lost weight and was happy, I gave him 30. Catherine's, so again, just beautiful, wonderful, 20. And the other two, Parissa and Jake, didn't actually give me a compliment. I'm sure they've both received compliments, and I'm sure that both of them have had chat-up lines, but they just couldn't remember at that time, which is absolutely fine. In terms of job, I think I did this one based on what I wanted to go into myself. So in terms of me, the most relatable answer was content creator. So I gave Nicholas 50 points in that round. Jake wanted to be a YouTuber or a photographer and have a clothing line, which is sort of on that same wavelength, but focusing more on photography and the clothing line rather than just YouTube. Because I think you can be a content creator on more than just YouTube, and I feel like based on what YouTube are doing at the moment, I don't really think I'd want to work for YouTube. I just use it as a platform to sort of share my memories, share my ideas and thoughts about things. And actually, it's very good in terms of engaging with people because you can see exactly who's viewing your content, who's watching it, who's not subscribed, etc. So that's why I put him at second. So both boys did well in that round. Libby in third, cancer research scientist. I think that's a very, very brave, a very, very interesting job to go into. I put Catherine at 4, singer-songwriter, and then Pihu at number 5 in terms of wedding planner. The jokes, so it was Nicholas and Libby who were fighting for that top spot. So Nicholas's joke was about KFC. So why did Chicken cross the road to buy his mum back from KFC? And Libby's joke was she bought shoes from the dealer, there was something wrong with what did he put in the laces because she keeps tripping over or something. In the end, Nicholas got 50 points and Libby only got the 40 points. Catherine came third. She said, I suck at jokes. So I put that one down because she was honest about that. I could have given her no points, but I thought no. Benefit of the doubt, I give her 30, so she's fine. And Parissa, Pihu and Jake, none of the three of them actually gave me a joke. So none of the three of them actually got any points. In terms of the last one, so date, where would you take me on a date? I think Jake's one was the best in terms of just nice and simple, nice and standard, and pretty like affordable as well. So he said cinema, so I put him at the top. Libby said bunk, which is obviously the restaurant, and crazy golf, so I put her at second. Nicholas dinner and walk down the Thames, number 3. Catherine, sushi and spoons, 2 S's. Sushi, I've never really eaten, but I'd happily try it if I was on a date with someone. And obviously spoons, that's where if you've got a massive crowd of people, it's probably the best place to go. And at number 5, between Parissa and Pihu, I put Parissa because she said Caribbean. I've never been to the Caribbean, so I feel like that could be really, really good. In terms of Pihu's, she said, be on a rooftop with a candlelit dinner looking at the stars and the moon. And although that is really, really cute, firstly, why are we on a rooftop? Because that's quite scary and I'm scared of heights. And secondly, candlelit dinner, I'm not really someone to have a professional sort of thing. For me, I like my dates just being chill and relaxed and that sort of. So, when I totaled up all the points, Jake gained an extra 90 points from that round. Catherine gained an extra 100 points from that round. Libby gained an extra 170. Nicholas gained an extra 180. Parissa got an extra 10. And Pihu got an extra 70. So the overall results meant that in first place was Nicholas with 270 points. In second place was Libby with 240 points. In third place was Catherine with 160 points. and in 4th was Jake with 130 points. So unfortunately that meant Pihu at 5th with 110 points and Parissa at 6th with 50 points. So unfortunately again we lost another 2 girls in that round, and both of the original boys have actually made it all the way to the top 4. And our top 4 are Nicholas, Libby, Catherine and Jake. I'm going to use a name generator on my phone. I'm going to put all 4 of their names in, and I'm going to sort of spin the thing 10 times, and each time it spins, whoever's at the top spot will get an extra 100 points, whoever's second will get 75, whoever's third will get 50, and whoever's 4th will get 25. And I'm doing this live. I'm going to screen record my phone as well, insert it into the video and do that sort of thing, but potentially there's a chance to win an extra 1,000 points. So for example, if one of them wins, if one of them gets to the top every single time, that's 100 points times 10 rounds, that's an extra 1,000 points to add, and they're most likely to be in the final 2. What happens when they get into the final 2? I haven't decided yet, but I feel like what I'm going to do is I'm going to check the camera, make sure the camera's not dead. If it's not, brilliant. If it is, I'll change the battery, and we will get Libby, Jake, Nicholas and Catherine down to the top 2. So if you're ready, hold up and I'll see you in a bit. So I don't even need my laptop on this round now. So we are currently screen recording and we are currently live. So what I'm going to do, if I go on to, where's the way that I can, right, so spin duration, we're going to have medium, okay, sound enable, whatever, show the names of the world, yeah. How do I actually change the names? Right. Okay, so I'm going to call the list final 4 options. So in first place we had Nicholas. In second place we have Libby. In third place we have Catherine. And in fourth place we have Jake. So these are the 4 people competing in the final 4. So without further ado, I'm going to go and get my pen. I'm going to spin the wheel 10 times and we're going to see who gets how many points. Remember, this is all just luck. This is just a random Christmas challenge, some random thing that I wanted to have a bit of fun with. And we've got 4 people left, so let me go get my pen. Remember, I'm spinning 10 times and I've literally written the numbers 1 to 10 on here. I'm spinning the wheel 10 times and whoever gets at the top each time gets 100 points, second gets 75, third gets 50 and fourth gets 25. Without further ado, spin 1. Who is getting how many points? So Jake gets 100. So this first round we'll let it spin medium and the rest we will just do short. So Jake can't get 100 again. So we're looking for Libby, Nicholas and Catherine. So Libby gets spin again. No, not Jake, can't have Jake. Catherine, there we go. So in the first round, Jake grabs 100 points, Libby grabs 75, Catherine grabs 50 and Nicholas unfortunately only has 25. So let's change the spin. Let's change the spin duration to very short and let's do it again. So who's getting 100 points? Libby. Nicholas. Nicholas again, no. Jay, yeah, that's fine, 50 and then Catherine 25. Right, I'll be back with you in a bit. I'm just going to be doing the rest of these spins. I will have the whole of the spin on the video. I'm just not going to have all of the camera because the camera's going to die. So I will see you in a bit, but so far Jake has an extra 150 points, Libby has an extra 175, Nicholas has an extra 100 and Catherine only has an extra 75, but it could all change because we still have 8 rounds to go. So if you're ready, I'm ready and I will see you very soon. Bye bye. Right, so it has come to the end of round 3 now. All 10 spins have been made. All 10 lots of results have been created. So what I need to do now is add up their scores from round 2 with the scores from the wheel and see which 2 people are going through to the final. I don't need my laptop on there, but I'm going to add up the scores now. So I will be back with you in a little bit. So at the moment, Jake has been eliminated, but whether he'll be 3rd or 4th, we don't know. But both the girls are in at the moment. If Nicholas beats 835, Catherine's out, and we've got our final 2. Libby is definitely through to the final 2. So it's just between Nicholas and Catherine who's going to get there. Bear in mind, Nicholas was already 110 points ahead. We'll see. I can now put 1st place is Libby with 1,065. 2nd is Catherine with 835. 3rd was Nicholas with 745, and 4th was Jake with 655. So unfortunately, both the boys went out in that round, which is a shame. But we now have our 2 finalists, Catherine and Libby. So yeah. I will need to see now what I'm going to do with the final 2, because I feel like one of them should at least get a prize, because they didn't really do much. Like, all they had to do was answer a few questions, but I feel like they should at least get something. So I might do a live Q&A or a live something with them. So we'll see. I'll decide. But I'll be back in a bit, because yeah, I think that's quite good at the moment. So we've got our final 2. We have Catherine and we have Libby. So now I just have to decide what to do. See you in a bit while I decide. Right.
Go.
Okay, so basically, 10 people replied to the questions. So I had 10 lots of the answers. And what I did is I gave points based on which answers I liked. And then that was to the top 6. And then when there was 4 people left, I got a random thing on here to pick people's names, and you got to the final 2. So
really?
I'm not going to tell you who you're against, but it's you against one person. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put, I feel like this is a bit of a game show. So I'm going to put 2 minutes on the clock. I'm going to give you a category, and you have to say 3 things in that category. So you've got 2 minutes, there's 12 categories, so let's see if we can do
what? 2 minutes?
12 categories.
Yeah.
And you've got to say 3 things per category to move on to the next one.
Okay.
Right, I'm going to set my timer, hang on. Okay, your time's... hang on, wait. I'm going to start the time in 3, 2, 1, now. 3 fruits.
Apple, banana, watermelon.
3 vegetables.
Potato, carrot, mushroom.
3 male singers.
Harry Styles, Sam Fender, Ed Sheeran.
3 female singers.
Adele, Lee Slemsolo, Normani.
3 clubs in Nottingham.
Brisbane, Rock City, and Stealth.
3 household items.
What? Sorry, what?
Household items. It froze. 3 household items, 3 things in your house.
3 things: laptop, lamp, and door.
3 colours.
Pink, blue, black.
3 senses. Come on.
Pass.
Pass? Right, 3 cities in London.
London Eye, Big Ben or Elizabeth Tower, and Madame Tussauds.
3 memes.
The that one, then the Beppo Frog, and oh, what you doing on my croissant?
Right, 3 political parties.
Typical parties.
Political parties.
Oh, Labour, Conservative, Lib Dem.
3 facts about yourself.
I'm a singer, I can speak 5 languages, I'm Estonian.
Cool, right, you had 12 seconds to go. So that took you 1 minute and 48 seconds. So if the other person can do it quicker than that, they win. If they don't, then you win.
Okay.
Right, did you enjoy that? It's quick fire.
I was so bad, I was like thinking like, what are you talking about? I was like, what?
it's interesting, it's different though, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
You might want to come closer, you're very quiet.
huh? Wait, let me see if I can... Oh, hang on, I've got my actual microphone, 1 second. Hang on! Okay, so, basically, the other person, I've already done a call with the other person that got to the final. I'm not telling you who it is or whatever, but what they had to do is, what I'm going to ask you to do is, I'm going to put 2 minutes on the clock, and I'm going to ask you, I'm going to tell you 12 categories, and as I read the category out, just shout 3 things that relate to that category, and then we move on to the next one. So basically, if you beat the time that they did, you win, and then you get some sort of prize.
The time or the target?
The time, if you're doing a quicker time. Because the person got to the end, but it took them a long time, so if you can beat the time, then you win.
Okay.
And basically, whoever wins is going to get a prize. So...
What's the prize?
Well, I haven't decided yet. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Right, the time is going to start in 3, 2, 1, now. 3 fruits.
Apple, banana, strawberry.
3 vegetables.
Broccoli, carrots, parsnips.
3 male singers.
James Arthur, Michael Bublé, Robbie Williams.
3 female singers.
Mabel, Adele.
3 clubs in Nottingham.
Pom-pom, prison, propaganda.
3 household items.
A knife, a fork, a spoon.
3 colours.
Red, pink, blue.
3 senses.
Sight, smell, touch.
3 tourist attractions in London.
Big Ben, London Eye, Poland.
3 memes.
3 what?
Memes!
Kermit the Frog. I'm gonna tell my kids if this was whatever, and the sprinkle one.
3 political parties.
Conservative, Labour, SNP.
3 facts about yourself.
I've got blue eyes, apart from got a dog.
You won! You won! So, you completed that in 1 minute and 10 seconds. The person who we're up against completed it in 1 minute and 48 seconds.
Yes!
Do you know who you were up against?
Was it Rihanna?
It was Catherine.
Yes!
So you beat her by 38 seconds. Is there anything you want to say to say you're really sorry to her? Because you're on camera as well.
Yeah, but I thought you said you weren't filming me.
I am now because you're the winner.
Sorry, Catherine.
Well, you are the winner. So you get a prize. Well done. How do you feel?
Thank you. Not that I'm competitive or anything, but I really wanted to win.
That wraps up this Christmas collaboration. So obviously I have the winner here, Libby Wrench. So she won the competition out of all 10 people. Unfortunately, Catherine only came second, but well done to Libby. Christmas prize is coming soon. So until then, thank you for watching, and I'll see you for my next Christmas collaboration tomorrow. Bye. Do you want to say bye?
Bye.